Welcome back, everybody. Today, I am going to discuss the question that is written in this page. Discuss the equilibrium situation of a monopolistic competitive firm in the short run. So you can see the points here. Equilibrium situation. That's exactly what I'm going to show of a monopolistic competitive firm. Now, what's a monopolistic competitive firm? We know that a monopolistic competitive market is a market where there are many sellers or a number of sellers with distinguished products or differentiated market offerings. So you can imagine that in a shopping mall, in a shopping center, there are so many firms, or you can say sellers. There are a number of sellers of a same commodity, of a same product, like fashion goods, right? So in that particular market, in that particular market of shopping goods, there are a number of sellers or companies with a differentiated products. And what's that mean? You know that one seller's clothings or fashion product is different from other sellers in terms of, we can say, in terms of price, or you can say in terms of quality, design, fashion, etc. So that's exactly what a monopolistic competitive market is. And here we are going to work with a monopolistic competitive firm. And now we are going to draw the short run equilibrium situation of a monopolistic competitive firm. So we are starting by drawing two axes as usual. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Okay, so this is OX, OY. Remember that axis X stands for quantities of any items of a product, okay? And Y, this axis stands for price, or you can say monetary value, or it is cost and revenue at the same time. So this axis stands for cost and revenue, and x-axis stands for quantities of products you are selling or producing. Now, this is our average revenue. I just need to make this curve a little longer. This is our average revenue, which means AR. And then this curve, which lies below the average revenue curve, this is our marginal revenue curve. Okay, so it's MR, which means marginal revenue. So what is an AR, or average revenue curve? An AR curve, or average revenue curve, is a curve that shows the average revenues, or the revenues per product, revenues per product sold, per item sold. That means it's simple: revenue divided by quantities. That is average revenue. Like you can say that if I am selling 10 goods or 10 products and I am earning 100 taka, so that revenue is 100 taka and total number of goods is 10, so I am earning 10 taka per unit. So that's exactly what average revenue is. That's MR curve, marginal revenue. It is the extra value or extra amount of taka I am getting with an additional product sold. Like I am selling one additional quantity and I am getting extra 10 taka for that amount. And that is exactly what an MR stands for. That is marginal revenue. So marginal revenue will not be above average revenue. It's always below the average revenue curve. Now I'm going to draw another curve. So this one, this is the average cost or AR curve. Sorry, this is AC cost, AC, which means average cost curve. And this one is our MC, which means marginal cost curve. And now you can see that this marginal cost curve and marginal revenue curve, both of them intersect at this point, right? So this point is our equilibrium point, which means E. Or we can say at this point marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal. So this is our intersection point or equilibrium point. So I'm placing my scale here and I'm going to draw a curve, a line, a straight line, which will be parallel to the y-axis. Okay. And just right here, I'm stopping right here because that's the AR curve. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. All right. So this point is our equilibrium point, and I have drawn a line through that point, and I'm stopped at the AR curve because that's the average revenue. I can't exceed that curve, right? I can't exceed beyond AR curve. So I am adding this point. You can see that this is a point where average cost curve intersect with this line. So I am adding this point with our y-axis, and also I am adding this point with our y-axis. Now this is an area which I'm going to highlight. So this is the area where I'm going to earn some profit. You can see here, this is the point where marginal revenue and marginal cost intersects. So this is the point where cost and revenue are equal, and this is the range, or we can say this is area where I'm gaining some profit. So we can put some values or levels here, like you can say A, B, C, D. So this is the area where a perfectly monopolistic firm is earning some profit, and this is the area where the marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal, which means this is your equilibrium point. So that's the curve you need to draw to answer the question written above. That means discuss the equilibrium situation of a monopolistic competitive firm in the short run. So this is a short run equilibrium situation of a monopolistic competitive firm. And thanks for watching the video.